All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Bear Sheath Farm with your host, Levite Khan. Shabbat Shalom, it's almost over. That being said, let me get this here. Okay, got that. Getting quicker at this. All right, we're good, I think. I hope. Yeah. That being said, folks, been a good Shabbat, and hold on a second. Okay, I think she turned it down. I could hear myself in the back bedroom there for a couple seconds. Anyway, Shabbat Shalom to Carolyn Gannon. How you doing, Achatai? So we're going to finish up Numbers this evening, and I'll just kind of shoot the breeze. I might play a couple of videos, and I'm going to talk a little bit and that, and I'm not sure it's in that right order that I'm telling you, but anyway, let's get this going here. Let's rock. Numbers, Bamidbar, chapter 32. Now the children of Reuben and the children of Gad had a very great multitude of cattle, and when they saw the land of Jazer and the land of Gilead, that behold, the place was a place for cattle. And the children of Gad and the children of Reuben came and spake unto Moses and to Eleazar the priest and unto the princes of the congregation, saying, At Taroth and Dibon and Jazer and Nimrah and Heshbon and Elealeh and Shebam and Nebo and beyond, even the country which the Lord smote before the congregation of Israel, is a land for cattle, and thy servants have cattle. Wherefore, said they, if we have found grace in thy sight, let this land be given unto thy servant for a possession, and bring us not over Jordan. And Moses said unto the children of Gad and to the children of Reuben, shall your brethren go to war, and shall we sit here? And wherefore discourage ye the heart of the children of Israel from going over into the land which the Lord hath given them? Thus did your fathers when I sent them from Kadesh Barnea to see the land. For when they went up unto the valley of Eshcol and saw the land, they discouraged the heart of the children of Israel, that they should not go into the land which the Lord had given them. And the Lord's anger was kindled the same time, and he sware, saying, surely none of the men that came up out of Egypt from 20 years old and upward shall see the land which I swear unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob, because they have not wholly followed me. Save Caleb the son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite, and Joshua the son of Nun, for they have wholly followed the Lord. And the Lord's anger was kindled against Israel, and he made them wander in the wilderness 40 years, until all the generation that had done evil in the sight of the Lord was consumed. And behold, ye are risen up in your father's stead, an increase of sinful men, to augment yet the fierce anger of the Lord toward Israel. For if ye turn away from after him, he will yet again leave them in the wilderness, and ye shall destroy all this people. And they came near unto him and said, we will build sheepfolds here for our cattle and cities for our little ones. But we ourselves will go ready armed before the children of Israel until we have brought them unto their place. And our little ones shall dwell in the fenced cities because of the inhabitants of the land. We will not return unto our houses until the children of Israel have inherited every man his inheritance. For we will not inherit with them on yonder side of Jordan or forward, because our inheritance is fallen to us on this side Jordan eastward. And Moses said unto them, if ye will do this thing, if ye will go armed before the Lord to war, and will go all of you armed before Jordan before the Lord, until he hath driven out his enemies from before them, or from before him, and the land be subdued before the Lord, then afterward ye shall return and be guiltless before the Lord and before Israel, and this land shall be your possession before the Lord. But if ye will not do so, behold, ye have sinned against the Lord, and be sure your sin will find you out. Build ye cities for your little ones, and folds for your sheep, and do that which hath proceeded out of your mouth. And the children of Gad and the children of Reuben spake unto Moses, saying, thy servants will do as my Lord commandeth. Our little ones, our wives, our flocks, and our cattle shall be there in the cities of Gilead. But thy servants will pass over every man armed for war before the Lord to battle, as my Lord saith. So concerning them, Moses commanded Eleazar the priest and Joshua the son of Nun and the chief fathers of the tribes of the children of Israel. And Moses said unto them, if the children of Gad and the children of Reuben will pass with you over Jordan, every man armed to battle before the Lord, and the land shall be subdued before you, then you shall give them the land of Gilead for possession. But if they will not pass over with you armed, they shall have possessions among you in the land of Canaan. And the children of Gad and the children of Reuben answered, saying, as the Lord hath said unto thy servants, so will we do. We will pass over armed before the Lord into the land of Canaan, that the possession of our inheritance on this side Jordan may be ours. And Moses gave unto them, even to the children of Gad, and to the children of Reuben, and unto the half tribe of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, the kingdom of Sihon, king of the Amorites, and the kingdom of Og, king of Bashan, the land of Og, king of Bashan, the land with the cities thereof in the coasts, even the cities of the country round about. And the children of Gad built Dibon, and Ataroth, and Aurora, and and Atroth, Shophan, and Jazer, and Jogbehah, and Beth Rimrah, and Beth Haran, cities and folds for sheep. And the children of Reuben built Heshbon, and Elealeh, and Kirjathaim, and Nebo, and Baal Maon, their names being changed, and Shibmah, and gave other names unto the cities which they builded. And the children of Machir, the son of Manasseh, went to Gilead, and took it, and dispossessed the Amorite which was in it. And Moses gave Gilead unto Machir, the son of Manasseh, and he dwelt therein. And Jair, the son of Manasseh, went and took the small towns thereof, and called them Havoth Jair. And Noba went and took Kenath, and the villages thereof, and called it Noba, after his own name. All right, that's all 42 verses of Numbers chapter 32. I will check the chat. Welcome and shalom to Wilfred Witzke. Welcome, or Shabbat Shalom, actually, still. Welcome and Shabbat Shalom to Freedom and Victory. I've already welcomed my other Akatai there, Carolyn Gannon. I think that's all we got for tonight now. Hope you're all doing well. All right, let's go to Numbers chapter 33. I think it's 45 verses. Or no, it's 56 verses. My bad. So let's do this. Chapter 33. These are the journeys of the children of Israel, which went forth out of the land of Egypt with their army from Kibroth Hattaavah, and encamped at Hazeroth. And they departed from Hazeroth, and pitched in Rithmah. And they departed from Rithmah, and pitched at Rimmon Perez. And they departed from Rimmon Perez, and pitched in Libnah. And they removed from Libnah, and pitched at Rissah. And they journeyed from Rissah, and pitched in Kealathah. And they went from Kealathah, and pitched in Mount Shapher. And they removed from Mount Shapher, and encamped in Heradah. And they removed from Heradah, and pitched in Makaloth. And they removed from Makaloth, and encamped at Tahath. And they departed from Tahath, and pitched at Terah. And they removed from Terah, and pitched in Mithkah. And they went from Mithkah, and pitched in excuse me, and pitched in Mithkah. And they went from Mithkah, and pitched in Hashmonah. And they departed from Hashmonah, and encamped at Moseroth. And they departed from Moseroth, and pitched in Ben-Ajacan. And they removed from Ben-Ajacan, and encamped at Horhagidgad. And they went from Horhagidgad, and pitched in Jotbathah. And they removed from Jotbathah, and encamped at Ebrona. And they departed from Ebrona, and encamped at Ezion-Geber. And they removed from Ezion-Geber, and pitched in the wilderness of Zin, which is Kadesh. And they removed from Kadesh, and pitched in Mount Hor, in the edge of the land of Edom. And Aaron the priest went up into Mount Hor at the commandment of the Lord, and died there in the 40th year after the children of Israel were come out of the land of Egypt, in the first day of the 5th month. And Aaron was 123 years old when he died in Mount Hor. And King Arad, the Canaanite, which dwelt in the south in the land of Canaan, heard of the coming of the children of Israel. And they departed from Mount Hor and pitched in Zalmunna. And they departed from Zalmunna and pitched in Punan. And they departed from Punan and pitched in Oboth. And they departed from Oboth and pitched in Ijeabarim in the border of Moab. And they departed from Iam and pitched in Dibon Gad. And they removed from Dibon Gad and encamped in Elmon Diblathaim. And they removed from Elmon Diblathaim and pitched in the mountains of Abiram before Nebo. And they departed from the mountains of Abiram and pitched in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho. And they pitched by Jordan from Beth Jeshimoth even unto Abel Shittim in the plains of Moab. And the Lord spake unto Moses in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye are passed over Jordan in the land of Canaan, then you shall drive out all the inhabitants of the land from before you, and destroy all their pictures, and destroy all their molten images, and quite pluck down all their high places. And ye shall dispossess the inhabitants of the land, and dwell therein, for I have given you the land to possess it. And ye shall divide the land by lot for an inheritance among your families, and to the more ye shall give the more inheritance, and to the fewer ye shall give the less inheritance. Every man's inheritance shall be in the place where his lot falleth. According to the tribes of your fathers ye shall inherit. But if ye will not drive out the inhabitants of the land from before you, then it shall come to pass that those which ye let remain of them shall be pricks in your eyes and thorns in your sides, and shall vex you in the land wherein ye dwell. Moreover, it shall come to pass that I shall do unto you as I thought to do unto them. Okay, that's all 56 verses of Numbers chapter 30, all 56 verses of Numbers chapter 56. Welcome and Shabbat Shalom to Old Path. How you doing? You know, that happens too. And they were scolded later, just so you know. In the beginning. What? I don't know what my wife just hollered at me. Kingdom Perspective is here. I didn't see anything. Oh, Mr. King Grow, Shabbat Shalom there, Mishpaka. I don't remember seeing your... I said that, Shabbat Shalom, to Mr. King Crow. I don't know who you are, I don't think. Or do I? Under another account. But welcome. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and feel free to do so. Anyway. No, it's King. K-I-N-G. You have to look. Deb, I have cataracts and I can see that. Hold on. Maybe I can't. Her name is Kim. Okay, her name is Kim. I'm cool with that. But here it reads Mr. King Crow. Just saying. I'm just saying. I'm not going to argue over this silliness. If it's a woman, great. If it's a man, great. And he or she, please, why don't you go and identify yourself, male or female? He or she said, typed in Shabbat Shalom family. Anyway, I'm not going to argue over this silliness. I'm just glad the person is here. Okay, I'm cool with that. Okay, it's Miss Kim then. I'm cool. Okay. I was wondering if that was going on, her hubby or boyfriend or what. Obviously, she must be married. So, as far as a boyfriend, hopefully they're still friends. Okay. Let's do Numbers chapter 34. Let's keep this moving. And I'm almost out of coffee. Hint, hint. Sounds good. And I'm getting some coffee grounds. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Hold on. I don't like it either. Maybe clean out the filter, Deb. Anyway, chapter 34, Numbers. Let's keep this moving. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, command the children of Israel, and say unto them. Okay, my wife isn't proper, so. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, command the children of Israel, and say unto them, when ye come into the land of Canaan, this is the land that shall fall upon you for an inheritance, even the land of Canaan with the coasts thereof. Then your south border shall be from the wilderness of Zin, along by the coast of Edom, and your south border shall be the outmost coast of the salt sea eastward. And your border shall turn from the south to the ascent of Akrabim, and pass on to Zin, and the going forth thereof shall be from the south to Kadesh Barnea, and shall go on to Hazar Adar, and pass on to Asmon. And the border shall fetch a compass from Asmon unto the river of Egypt, and the goings out of it shall be at the sea. And as for the western border, you shall even have the great sea for a border. This shall be your west border, and this shall be your north border. From the great sea ye shall point out for you Mount Hor. From Mount Hor ye shall point out your border unto the entrance of Hamath, and the goings forth of the border shall be to Zedad. And the border shall go on to Ziphron, and the goings out of it shall be at Hazarenan. This shall be your north border. And ye shall point out your east border from Hazarenan to Shepham. And the coast shall go down from the Shepham to Riblah on the east side of Ain, and the border shall descend, and shall reach unto the side of the sea of Chinnereth eastward. And the border shall go down to Jordan, and the goings out of it shall be at the salt sea. This shall be your land with the coast thereof round about. And Moses commanded the children, saying, this is the land which ye shall inherit by lot, which the Lord commanded to give unto the 9 tribes, and to the half tribe. For the tribe of the children of Reuben, according to the house of their fathers, and the tribe of the children of Gad, according to the house of their fathers, have received their inheritance, and half the tribe of Manasseh have received their inheritance. The 2 tribes and the half tribe have received their inheritance on this side Jordan, near Jericho, eastward toward the sun rising. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, these are the names of the men which shall divide the land unto you: Eleazar the priest, and Joshua the son of Nun. And ye shall take one prince of every tribe to divide the land by inheritance. And the names of the men are these: of the tribe of Judah, Caleb the son of Jephunneh; and of the tribe of the children of Simeon, Shemuel the son of Ammihud; of the tribe of Benjamin, Eladad the son of Kislon; and the prince of the tribe of the children of Dan, Bukai the son of Joglai. The prince of the children of Joseph, for the tribe of the children of Manasseh, Haniel the son of Ephod; and the prince of the tribe of the children of Ephraim, Kemuel the son of Shiftan; and the prince of the tribe of the children of Zebulun, Elizaphan the son of Parnach; and the prince of the tribe of the children of Issachar, Paltiel the son of Azan; and the prince of the tribe of the children of Asher, Ahiah the son of Shelomite; and the prince of the tribe of the children of Naphtali, Pedahel the son of Ammihud. These are they whom the Lord commanded to divide the inheritance unto the children of Israel in the land of Canaan. And that's all 29 verses of Numbers chapter 33. For those of you who may have just stepped in, my wife is out here where you'd be able to see her, and she's dressed okay legally, but she's not very proper. So that's why I have blocked the camera for now. I'll be out of your way in a minute. I'm not in any hurry, but let's continue on to Numbers chapter 35. And the Lord spake unto Moses in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho, saying, Command the children of Israel that they give unto the Levites of the inheritance of their possession cities to dwell in. And ye shall give also unto the Levites suburbs for the cities round about them. And the cities shall they have to dwell in. And the suburbs of them shall be for their cattle, and for their goods, and for all their beasts. And the suburbs of the cities which ye shall give unto the Levites shall reach from the wall of the city and outward 1,000 cubits round about. And ye shall measure from without the city on the east side 2,000 cubits, and on the south side 2,000 cubits, and on the west side 2,000 cubits, and on the north side 2,000 cubits. And the city shall be in the midst. This shall be to them the suburbs of the cities. And among the cities which ye shall give unto the Levites, there shall be 6 cities for refuge, which ye shall appoint for the manslayer, that he may flee thither. And to them ye shall add 42 cities. So all the cities which ye shall give to the Levites shall be 48 cities. Then shall ye give them, then shall ye give with their suburbs. And the cities which ye shall give shall be of the possession of the children of Israel. From them that have many ye shall give many, but from them that have few ye shall give few. Everyone shall give of his cities unto the Levites according to his inheritance, which he inheriteth.
Okay, it's perking.
Okay.
And all you have to do is pour it in your cup. It's already ready.
Okay, thank you, dear.
Sorry, everybody.
No, I love you, dear. Thank you. That's great.
Well, I love everybody on there, too.
Good. Verse 9, And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye be come over Jordan in the land of Canaan, then ye shall appoint you cities to be cities of refuge for you, that the slayer may flee thither, which killeth any person at unawares. And they shall be unto you cities for refuge from the avenger, that the manslayer die not, until he stand before the congregation in judgment. And of these cities which ye shall give, 6 cities shall ye have for refuge. Ye shall give 3 cities on this side Jordan, and 3 cities shall ye give in the land of Canaan, which shall be cities of refuge. These 6 cities shall be a refuge both for the children of Israel and for the stranger, and for the sorry about my tongue and lack of teeth here, and for the sojourner among them, that everyone that killeth any person unawares may flee thither. And if ye smite him with an instrument of iron so that he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death. And if ye smite him with throwing a stone wherewith he may die, and he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death. Or if he smite him with an hand weapon of wood wherewith he may die, and he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall be put to death. Okay. The revenger of blood himself shall slay the murderer. When he meeteth him, he shall slay him. But if he thrust him of hatred, or hurl at him by laying of weight, that he die, or an enmity smite him with his hand, that he die, he that smote him shall surely be put to death, for he is a murderer. The revenger of blood shall slay the murderer when he meeteth him. But if he thrust him suddenly without enmity, or have cast upon him anything without laying of weight, or with any stone wherewith a man may die, seeing him not, and cast it upon him, that he die, and was not his enemy, neither sought his harm, then the congregation shall judge between the slayer and the revenger of blood according to these judgments. And the congregation shall deliver the slayer out of the hand of the revenger of blood, and the congregation shall restore him to the city of his refuge, whither he was fled, and he shall abide in it unto the death of the high priest, which was anointed with the holy oil. But if the slayer shall at any time come without the border of the city of his refuge, whither he was fled, and the revenger of blood find him without the borders of the city of his refuge, and the revenger of blood kill the slayer, he shall not be guilty of blood, because he should have remained in the city of his refuge until the death of the high priest. But after the death of the high priest, the slayer shall return into the land of his possession. Okay, before I continue on to verse 29, This is another foreshadow of the sacrifice of Yeshua. I'm talking about the priestine and the accidental slayer not leaving until this is fulfilled, that the priest dies. Okay. I don't know how many of you knew that or not, but I thought I'd go ahead and put that in there. Verse 29, so these things shall be for a statute of judgment unto you throughout your generations in all your dwellings. Whoso killeth any person, the murderer shall be put to death by the mouth of witnesses, but one witness shall not testify against any person to cause him to die. Moreover, ye shall take no satisfaction for the life of a murderer, which is guilty of death, but he shall surely be put to death. And ye shall take no satisfaction for him that is fled to the city of his refuge, that he should come again to dwell in the land until the death of the priest. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell, for I, the Lord, dwell among the children of Israel. Okay, that's all 34 verses in Numbers chapter 35. I also want to make it clear that, yes, you want the blood elsewhere, okay? However, just keep in mind, we do serve a God of blood. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the way it is, like it or not. You need to accept it. There will be much blood coming in the tribulation. And people in Revelation will be asking for a vengeance for this. Their robes are mounted, are saturated with blood, and they're given clean robes. I mean, a lot of you know all of this already. So, no, we're not doing sacrifices. Animal sacrifices, they covered sin. They didn't cleanse it or delete it. They were also a foreshadow to Yeshua to fulfill the spring feasts, just so you know. But we still serve a God of blood. Okay. Anyway, chapter 36. And the chief fathers of the families of the children of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, of the families of the sons of Joseph, came near and spake before Moses and before the princes, the chief fathers of the children of Israel. And they said, the Lord commanded my Lord to give the land for an inheritance by lot to the children of Israel, and my Lord was commanded by the Lord to give the inheritance of Zelophehad our brother unto his daughters. And if they be married to any of the sons of the other tribes of the children of Israel, then shall their inheritance be taken from the inheritance of our fathers, and shall be put to the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they are received. So shall it be taken from the lot of our inheritance. And when the jubilee of the children of Israel shall be, then shall their inheritance be put unto the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they are received. So shall their inheritance be taken away from the inheritance of the tribe of our fathers. And Moses commanded the children of Israel according to the word of the Lord, saying, the tribes of the sons of Joseph hath said, well, this is the thing which the Lord this is the thing which the Lord doth command concerning the daughters of Zelophehad, saying, let them marry to whom they think best. Only to the family of the tribe of their father shall they marry. So shall not the inheritance of the children of Israel remove from tribe to tribe. For every one of the children of Israel shall keep himself to the inheritance of the tribe of his fathers. And every daughter that possesseth an inheritance in any tribe of the children of Israel shall be wife unto one of the family of the tribe of her father, that the children of Israel may enjoy every man the inheritance of his fathers. Neither shall the inheritance remove from one tribe to another tribe, but every one of the tribes of the children of Israel shall keep himself to his own inheritance. Even as the Lord commanded Moses, so did the daughters of Zelophehad. For Mahlah, Tirzah, and Hoglah, and Milcah, and Noah, the daughters of Zelophehad, were married unto their father's brothers' sons. And they were married into the families of the sons of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, and their inheritance remained in the tribe of the family of their father. These are the commandments and the judgments which the Lord commanded by the hand of Moses unto the children of Israel in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho. And that's all 13 verses of Numbers chapter 36. All right, we're through 4 of the 5 books of the Torah, I'm happy to say. Again, too, you look at the last verse 13, the commandments of Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh, blessed be his name, through Moses, by the hand of Moses. There's so many verses which the Lord, which Elohim commanded Moshe, and people say the law of Moses, and on the surface it is. Yeshua said it too when he was in the flesh down here in his earthly ministry. That being said, it really was just, you don't even have to go you don't have to be all profound and enigmatic and philosophical. It really was the instructions of Elohim. Okay. Just saying, because a lot of Christians ask me, or have in the past, one guy couldn't get off his trip, and I kept telling him, look, on the surface, it's Moses, but really it's the commandments of God. I kept it in English. And I felt bad for the kid. He wasn't at all ready to debate. This was years ago. Welcome and Shabbat Shalom. Yeah, it's still light out. To James Alex Broadback. Glad you're here. That being said, folks, I kept telling them, look, it's really the commandments of God. It's the instructions of the Lord. Like I said, kept it in English. I'm not a sacred, much less a stickler namer. That's ridiculous to me. We all have our languages. My primary language is English. Sometimes I screw up because I'm missing teeth. My tongue goes awry like it did today a few times. But I am a very advanced reader. Praise the Lord for that. I'm being, humbly say that. Two, it's good for me to get large print. And sometimes, if I don't have it, if I have to look at something, I use my magnifying glass because of my cataracts. All right. That being said, I'm looking at the side chat here a little bit. People seem to be relaxed enough. Hope everybody is doing that. I want to talk a little bit. And as I'm talking, how do I say this? I don't think I owe an apology. I think I owe a sincere explanation. Maybe I didn't make myself clear enough, and I'm not so sure he's online. I think he went to a church service today. Burning Bush's channel. That Daniel guy, I think I hurt his feelings, and I didn't mean to. I don't do that. Well, I have done things like that, but not to him intentionally. When I said he seems to be MK altered. Let me start out for one thing. When I say that I think you are MK altered, Daniel, if you ever watch this, it's a very low level. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think you are pursuing God. I think, I know you read your translation of for the Eastern Orthodox Bible. You read saints and, so-called saints. I don't know. I don't feel qualified to saint somebody or not. It's not my job. But, a lot of them have some good stuff. I don't agree with everything, but, when I question it and I know what I agree with and what I don't, and I usually know why. And if I don't, I look into it. And when I said to you on a few panels ago that, I didn't realize you were so MK Ultra. Again, I don't think you're that bad off. I think you're an intelligent individual. I think you have some critical thinking skills. You published a few books. I'm good with that. But that being said, when I asked you about John Chrysostom or whatever, who's been sainted, I think both by the Catholics and the or a Christian Orthodox church, which again I'm not going to do for or against. Just to sit there and go, hell, oh yes, I don't question him. He's above me 100%. That kind of gave me an alarm bell, honestly, and it still does. But I think we're friends. I hope we're friends yet, at least online. And that being said, so if Daniel from Burning Bush's channel ever sees this, hopefully he'll understand. But anyway, I know my stuff really well. I study, I pray, and I think I have just as much access to Elohim as anybody else ever did. And I think my followers here do, potentially. That I think we have a bad habit of putting prophets, prophetesses, seers, and just other godly men and women, judges, whatever, like say Deborah and judges, Deborah and Shopteam. We put them on this pedestal that we shouldn't be doing. Yes, they were prophets, prophetesses. They were men and women of God, no doubt about it. They fulfilled God's will for what they were supposed to do. But just keep in mind, they were also flesh and blood, and they were sinners. Jael, she's another woman, which was in the same area there of Deborah. But Hilda, the prophetess who dwelt at the college. Anyway, I think I can, through the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh working through me, do just as much as they ever did. I'm not in a competition. Maybe I never will do as much as they did. I don't know. I can't earn anything anyway. I mean, so... Oh, okay. Jesse Cox, I remember you now. Cool. Glad to see you're back. I remember you. Now you got a different phone number now, huh? Yeah, too bad. Yeah, you remember Jesse Cox. Yeah, well, maybe you don't. I'm not going to say what state he was in, or probably still is. He can put that out if he so chooses. I can't bring him up on any path. Hold on. I'm going to bring my phone because I have to monitor things, but I need her to help out. Okay, sorry about that. Who's screaming? Yeah, no, I knew you were in that state. Who's screaming? If I'm talking too loud, just let me know. Or turn your volume down. Help me out a little bit. I try to be clear, people. Again, my tongue, and I'm missing a lot more teeth since the last time I even communicated with Jesse Cox. Anyway, But I'm not here to defame anyone purposely in the sense of individuals. Well, okay, maybe I am, but not. I don't do debunking videos much, other than on my Jewish counterparts. But hopefully Daniel gets this. Maybe you can let him know on Burning Bush's channel. Because I really wanted to say something, and I didn't confront him about it when I went on his panel last night, I think it was. And I could give the specific thing he talked about. I my ears, or my jaw, not literally, but figuratively speaking, about dropped. Um, Giving prayers for the dead. That's all the further I'll go with that. Um, oh, Seattle, Washington. Yeah, okay. Is it safe there? I know there's a lot of crime going on there, James, but just give me a general answer if you so choose. And um, I do pray for the safety of people on my channel. I do it on my own time, of course. But once in a while, I'll pray and live and stuff, and then I'll go ahead and cover the screen while I'm doing it. But anyway, now that I've hopefully, and I'll try to talk to Daniel later. He may never see this. I don't know. I want to address another issue, and that's about my Jewish counterparts. And yes, I will never back down to this. I think I lost a subber, and I know I knew right away who that person is. Gotcha. I can relate to that, James. Big time. We're 15 miles from any town. The closest city that we're at is 15 miles that way. The other city that way is like 20 miles. So, huh? Be easy. What are you even talking about, Deb? Anyway, oh, I know what you're talking about. Look, I wish no ill on anyone. I want my Jewish counterparts to repent.
Don't start talking about that.
My wife is telling me not to talk about it. Well, I'm going to keep doing videos, Deb, until YouTube shuts me down or they bang on my door. Whichever way it goes. I mean, what is your email? Do I even have it anymore? Jesse? Just let me know there. Yes, as we say in Hebrew, and we'll send you an email because we have our old number, our main primary old number. But I'm going to keep.
Just leave it about that person.
Okay. Anyway, I want everyone to get the truth, and I know this isn't realistic. I mean, but I do. I want everybody, even people that I can't stand. I like that person, by the way. And I'm not doing it just to try and be a bootlicker. That's just not in my DNA anyway. But point down his email. That being said, folks, in fact, Jesse, hold on a second. You're Mr. King Crow. I'll give you a. Hold on. I'm going to bump you up from standard moderator, and I'm going to put you up to managing. This is there, right? Add as moderator. Managing moderator. I just bumped you up, Jesse. Okay, Mr. King Crow. I put anyway. Yeah, but look, I'll give you a short story. A lot of you just bear with me because you've heard this before. Put this. Just give me a second here. Again, my eyes. Where's this doggone email? Okay. MRK. All lowercase. Pro. Okay. Gmail.com. Gotcha. Okay. To be honest with you, it comes to a lot of emails and stuff, but probably Deborah Heber Faith doing it. Not me. What was I just talking about? We were given the oracles of God, period, point blank. And we have an obligated duty and a responsibility that's beyond, I think, frankly, our finite comprehension. Are they? I guess I didn't know. Well, I thought they used to be able to put capital letters in there, James. Maybe I'm on a date. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. When it comes to techno savvy, I'm kind of a dullard anyway, so I'll just take your word on it, because lately, for a long time, I've always saw lowercase. So I'm sure you're right on that. That being said, folks, I'm going to continue to expose the Noahide and the sub laws. If you have Jesus at all in your life, Yeshua, Jesus in Spanish, whatever, I don't care, and you don't give him up as your Messiah, from what I can see, the penalties in all, if you're found guilty in any of the sub laws of the 7 Noahide laws, it's death, period, and it's decapitation. So that being said, oh yeah, my little story. I was adopted as an infant. I'm a rented kid, okay, from back in the dinosaur age. I was 5.5 months old. My other adopted brother, I think he and his wife have my baby book, which is probably best. And there's even a few pictures in there, I guess, when I was in that foster home, because I was taken away from my mother at 5 days old. I'm going by what I was told. And my biological mother validated all of this when she was alive. I found out who they were later down the road. I always knew I was adopted. My parents who raised me were always good to us kids, in the sense that they said we adopted you, and they didn't know from who. Back in those days, they didn't meet with other parents and whatever. At least not in the state of Minnesota. Now, thankfully, and I know there's a lot of controversies and there's a lot of flaws in the Lutheran realm, but thankfully, I was raised in the Lutheran religion, one of the branches back then, and I was taught about Jesus Christ, and I think that's a blessing. So that being said, I found out when I was 24, looking in my Jewish background. I didn't know it yet. Back in '93, I went to a Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints back then. It's got to be different now, but where you look up stuff, because they let you do it for free, at least back then. And they had microfiche, that kind of old dinosaur stuff too. And I looked up both of my backgrounds, the adopted and the Jewish. I didn't know it was Jewish, but I went back to the early 1200s at least, and I just didn't have time to go back or further yet. They had to close their little church down or whatever, and I never did get around to it again. That being said, and I'm like, it didn't mean much to me. I was young, and I was a strong Christian back then. I was an evangelical by then. I became a member of a church. Haven Evangelical Church is what they called it. I think it's no longer exists, from what I understand. But I became an official member, got initiated in one Sunday morning up in Duluth, Minnesota. And I guess they're one of the many branches that broke off from a Methodist organization back in the 1950s. Anyway, but it didn't mean much to me. I just kept doing my thing. I intellectually knew a lot. The Sabbath day, don't eat pork and blah, blah, blah. But on a spiritual level, I wasn't ready yet. And yeah, 2013, 13 years ago, something made me look up. I was doing Christian research. I read articles back then too, and did YouTube, and not me as in a YouTube channel, but I looked at others, and I looked at this crazy guy named Michael Rood, and he taught me a lot. And I knew the scriptures well enough to know if he'd be BSing me or not. Anybody who watched it, and to my knowledge, he didn't. And I started thinking, yeah, I do have a Jewish French background. Chronology, I should say more accurately. And I delved right into it. It's like I've been doing it a lot longer than 13 years. And I found a lot of stuff I love, I like. And I found a lot of things more in detail that's even outside of the canon that I really hate with a passion. And anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. So, leaving it at that, I'm not, I'm not backing down to my Jewish counterparts, whether they grew up in it, were in it longer than what I have been, because I'm really not that Jewish. It's kind of a word to me. I've even had other Jewish people tell me that, well, you really don't. You take this more literal, and you don't get into this, and you don't agree with this in Halakha, and I'm like, you're right, I don't. And so I'm more Hebraic, a lot more Hebraic, and it's been a great journey. It's been rough at times, but it's been a great journey. So that being said, folks, I could do other videos on a lot of Christian denominations that are really offbeat and are pretty messed up. So that being said, all right, let's have some fun. Mr. Burgundy, I have him here already. Oh, you got to love that pole dancer from the 14th Congressional District of New York, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. Now I'll get it on the live stream. We'll have some fun with Alexandria. And I don't know if I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if Kamala is in it or not this time, like she was the last time. Let's find out. All right, enjoy it. Have a good laugh, folks.
Here's how it all began.
This is what's going on. The potential Democratic playing field for 2028 presidential race is already considered a new poll. No, a new poll found that Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is leading the pack.
Believe it or not.
Considerably ahead of Gavin Newsom, Bernie Sanders, and Kamala Harris.
Bullshit.
We are back, and I am so happy to be joined now by Representative
Had to do that.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I mean, honestly, I kind of was 50-50 on it and I just went with it. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Have you been surprised to see, how excited people are when there's these polling numbers showing this buzz, as they say, about you and your candidacy?
Yeah, I do. I am surprised by it. I think sometimes people would talk about it, and I was always candidly like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, whatever.
I think I'm in touch with that emotion.
And there were some Democrats, many, if not most, at the time that were saying, no, I support him, etc. And there were some that were open. Like I was pretty, I will never poop because of the way I got here.
What did she say?
And there were some that were open. Like I was pretty, I will never poop because of the way I got here.
I will never poop because of the way I got here.
That's what I thought you said.
Okay. All right, let's I don't know if I should put this Hunter Biden out. Yeah, let's do that.
This is how you can uncover all the secrets of your family that no one ever told you.
There is a platform where you can search.
They may think, oh, all's fair in love and war and politics. And, well, that's how you get power. Well, you know what? Them and that.
He got a little pretty mouth, ain't he?
They have done the most awful things to my family and to me personally. Forget about me, though. I can take it.
Apparently not.
As it relates to Donald Trump, him, his sons, his daughter. I mean it, all of them, the whole family, down to the grandchildren. I hope for the rest of time that I am on this earth, that their names will live in ignominy. In ignominy.
Where'd you learn that word?
Words with friends.
What would you expect me to say? What would you expect me to say about a man that treats my father that way, publicly?
Did you hear that? It's the pot calling the kettle pot.
By the way, remember when he was trying to deal with COVID, he said, just inject a little bleach in your veins. He missed it. All went to his hair. I think that's what he did. That's why he's so screwy.
What, in your view, constitutes the primary threat to freedom and democracy at home?
Donald Trump. He's a genuine danger to American security.
What would you expect me to say about a man that treats my father that way?
The only reason the border is not secure is Donald Trump. Donald Trump isn't just a convicted criminal. He's a one-man crime wave. Mr. President Trump, former President Trump, get a life, man. Donald Trump lacked the courage to act. I mean, all the things he's doing are so old.
Look in the mirror.
I know him. Donald Trump is a loser. Donald Trump is a loser. Trump's a loser. He's the loser. He's a loser. That other guy, that loser, but he's a loser. He's the loser. What a loser. He's a loser in everything he does. Well, I'm just going to say it straight up. He's losers a man. He's losers a man.
What would you expect me to say about a man that treats my father that way?
He doesn't want to be the next Herbert Hoover. As I told him, he's already Hoover. That's why I call him Donald Herbert Hoover Trump. 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 Donald Herbert Hoover Trump.
Buy yourself a new joke.
Yeah. Oh, brother, what are you going to do? I mean, I think I did those. Did I miss anything? Ah, yes, okay.
If this doesn't work for you, we promise a tenfold back. We are that
You know who stood with my dad? 100%. Black Caucus, Hispanic Caucus, the Progressive Caucus, all of the constituent parts of the Democratic Party, which are the base, whether you like it or not. You know, like as my dad said, you know what got my dad elected? Black women got my dad elected. Period. The end.
Women. W-O-W. No, I'm not joking.
Why was Kamala more than anything his number one pick? Because why did he pick the first African American woman to be on the Supreme Court? African American woman to be on the Supreme Court.
Does that sound familiar to you?
We'll teach Donald Trump a valuable lesson. Don't mess with the men in America.
African American woman.
Don't mess with the men in America.
Black woman got my dad elected, not just for the president. I mean, black women have been getting my dad elected since 1972.
So chip off the old block, huh?
And let's unlock more than the incredible creativity and innovation that will come from the nation's historically black colleges and universities.
Historically black colleges and universities.
Come on, it was close enough. Helping their folks, helping them get through community college or a historically black colleges.
Historically black colleges.
Black businesses ownership, black businesses ownership is doubling.
Sometimes the other way around.
Our administration secured nearly $2 billion to reduce the black backlogs and improve customer service. Her parents graduated from historic black colleges and became public school teachers.
Close, but no cigar.
And as you've heard, we had a wonderful exhibit downstairs celebrating Black History Month. On this day, we celebrate Black excellence.
We celebrate black excellence.
He won't say Black Lives Matter.
He won't say Black Lives Matter.
Coach Jeff Monken, who once again led the Black Knights.
I mean, black women have been getting my dad elected since 1972.
And if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
Keep going. You know what? You look really good with your foot stuck in your mouth like that.
All right, what do we have left here, folks? Kami La, the diva, want to be harass you.
I started a college tour last fall because, I have to tell you, I love Gen Z. Yes, I know, but I love Gen Z. And it will be a humbling fact to many of us when we realize that anyone who is 18 today, they were born in 2005. Indeed, yes. Wow.
You were incredible in math.
We're in the middle of a crisis caused by this pandemic that is a public health crisis. We're looking at over 220 million Americans.
220 million Americans
who just in the last several months died.
Where the hell is everyone?
We are in the midst of a public health epidemic that has taken the lives of over 220 million Americans.
220 million Americans
in just the last several months.
The math checks out.
Of course, what we have seen now, because it is a matter of perspective, we can, as we have learned with this administration, take nothing for granted in terms of how we have always played in the world. When they
It's brain freeze. So unbelievable that they got rid of USAID. And you saw the recent numbers. As many as 700,000 people have died because of withdrawing American aid.
Math, 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 math.
Okay. Let me get rid of that. It's Mr. Burgundy. I always put the links out to every video I play or clip or whatever. These are like short videos. It's Mr. Burgundy, MR period, and then BURGANDY is the channel. Actually, I think you should sub to it. I'm subscribed to it. Have the notification bell on. I do it for humor, and just to let you know, some of you new guys, I'm not a Trump fan at all. I think he's doing a bunch of crap. But I'll tell you what, that 4 years we were put through after the cheating. I'm supposed to sit here and believe without questioning this that Joe Biden got over 81 million popular votes. Can't accept that. I won't accept that. Some of it to an extent has been proven anyway. Now I want to make this clear too. We're not going to have any real arrests, names we know. I know on other channels, and Stephen Gardner's all happy and giddy, and that's the channel Stephen Gardner, out of many that I watch. And he has a lot of good information. But so-and-so, major arrests and mini arrests or whatever, and it's always named. I mean, it's good that they're being arrested, for millions to billions of dollars of fraud. Don't get me wrong. But it's like, who the hell is that? Who's this person? Never heard of him or her before. But that 4 years we were put through in 21 to 25. I mean, the treason that went on for 4 years was just beyond the pale. That was insane. And I think it caused a lot to what is going on now. I don't know what would be going on today if Trump wouldn't have been cheated out. He's probably the best president we've ever had, which isn't saying much. He's a lot different now. I mean, how do you even talk about crap like this? It was right blatantly in front of our faces. What they want to do now is blatantly in front of our faces by, well, the so-called Democrats. They're a bunch of frauds, really, but the Democrat socialist party and the Rhino Republicans. I mean, it's just a uniparty in most times anyway. And we lost a Rhino just how many days ago, and I haven't shed a tear over it. Okay, thanks for stopping by, James. Appreciate it. But yeah, and I'll put the links out. I always do that. So but that being said, folks, I just, it was beyond words. I had to pinch myself sometimes, and during those 4 years, it's like, is this really happening? Is this going on? I mean, it can't be. But it happened. It's done. We're permanently scathed out of it, and without serious repentance on a national level. And I don't know what the exact number would really need to be. We're never going back. And we weren't really fully in Yah's will anyway. Let's be honest. I mean, there are a lot of Christian churches that are now mosques. Do you think those churches were really blessed and protected by God? I mean, if they were really in God's will, that they would have been taken over and turned into a pedo religion? Come on. I don't think so. But that being said, folks, I'm just kind of shooting the breeze now. I don't have much else to do. I'm hungry. I want to eat, but I'm watching what's now with the silliness that's going on, and with the AI data centers. And I don't really put it. I have no proof about Iran. I have no love for Iran or their leadership. But to sit there and say that they're contaminating or trying to contaminate and poison our water in 7 states, come on. I don't accept that either. But that being said, folks, yeah, we can try that, but people need to truly repent. They need to get in God's will. I mean, we can do all the logical things the best ways in the world. And if God isn't in it, Elohim isn't in it, it's not going to work. Like slowly over time, that's what's been going on. And I mean, you look at the treasonous stuff that George Walker Bush, the one who's still alive, pulled. I mean, look what him and his late earthly father, George Herbert Walker Bush, did. And the one before him, the late senator of Massachusetts, George Herbert Walker's dad. I'm brain farting. Let me look him up. I mean, they're all part of Skull and Bones and whatever in Bohemia Grove, and it was ridiculous. And Prescott Bush, now that I think of his name, probably stole the Skull of Geronimo, more than likely. He's probably still sitting in Skull and Bones, for all I know. I'm not a member, so I have no inside info on that. Obama, I think he did the best job initially, really, to start, the ball rolling to get us divided. Of course, there was an upset victory, thank God, at the time, with Donald John Trump against Hillary Rodham Clinton. And now Trump is becoming more part of the swamp. He's kind of an outsider, despite being a president. He didn't really play ball that well in his first term. And they chased him around for 4 years. And now he's kind of going with the flow a little bit more, quite a bit more. How's my speaker doing? I think it's pretty good. Anyway, I just don't. And, and you have a son who's, it was on film. It was even on Max News to an extent, with Hunter smoking crack and being with prostitutes that are, how many thousands of dollars just for one session or sex, for one sex. See, I'm getting in trouble here. I'm trying to use code words and I'm not doing very well. $10,000, $12,000, whatever it was for a prostitute. And, even again, when I make fun of that, and I do think she's dumber than a box of rocks, and that's EOC of the 14th Congressional District of New York. And she had a glass of water that came from a river or wherever it was, in Congress to show what these AI data centers are doing. I couldn't believe it. I was stunned. She and I actually have some, I'm not going to hook up with her on political views, don't get me wrong, but to sit there and blame it on Iran, that's been blasted to kingdom come, at least halfway to it. Well, hey, welcome and shalom to Texas. Glad you're here. But I don't really know a lot what to say. I just let me check over the chat here, and yeah, I've heard that they don't really need water. But, like the late what's his name, said. Let me look. He said, I don't know. He said, I don't really need water. But, like the late what's his name said. Let me look. He said, I don't really need water. But, like the late what's his name said. Let me look. He said, I don't really need water. But, like the late what's his name said. The heck was that? Oh. Anyway, oh, no, I don't have to look him up. He come to mind now, finally. Henry Kissinger, control the food, control the people. Water is even more vital, really. A lot more vital than food. They go hand in hand. I know this, but yeah, it's obvious to me to see what's going on. And so anyway, anybody else have anything they want to bring up or ask me in the chat? If not, I'll probably just head out. Yeah, we don't really have that problem here right now, but I've heard that it may become a problem in the future. I'll be praying against that. Now, if God wills it, his answer to my prayer will be yes. If he doesn't, it'll be no. And Deborah Heber Faith and I will have to take it from here and see what we need to do. So anyway, I mean, I think there's a couple of data centers and we're in the state that we're living in, but they're not close to us. Hope they never will be. So anyway, I really don't have much more to say. I don't want to sit here and babble either, but folks, I really do appreciate you coming here and attending the reading and watching the videos for fun. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Stay safe out there. Keep your guard up. Keep your heads on your swivels. Peace. Shalom. Belated Shabbat Shalom. The Levite man is gone until the next time.